What's up guys, and welcome back to my video. And in today's video I will be making s'more cups and cake mix cookies. So I kind of want to just show you how I make them, and yeah, because I have like a project this weekend and I just thought maybe I should show you guys. And you might see me in a different outfit later on the weekend or later in the video, because I'm making the dough first and then I'll be cooking it later. So yeah, we can get right into the Okay, so first what we'll need is our dry ingredients to be done first. So you need a cup of graham crackers. You'll need 1 1/4 cup of flour, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a half a teaspoon of salt if you're using unsalted. If you're using regular butter, use 1/4 a teaspoon, okay? That's it for all our dry ingredients. So we're gonna get that ready, and I have my graham crackers and stuff. It's just, you want it to get in a crummy way, and I have like a I think it's like a food presser or something like that, where it like crushes it up. But you can easily just put it in a bag or something and just crumble it up, or however you want to do it really. So I'm gonna use that, make a cup of it, pour it into a bowl, and you're gonna whisk that together. So we'll get that all right. Okay, so after crushing down the graham crackers, it should be very fine and very crumbly. A pack should make a little over about of a cup, but it's fine. Just close to a cup is fine. Then you're gonna pour it into your bowl, and then as I said before, you're going to need 1 1/4 cups of flour. So I'll get that. And I always get messy with these type of things, these dry ingredients, because I don't know, it's just I always get messy with them. So now our next dry ingredient is the baking soda. So you need a half of a teaspoon of baking soda, and we'll also put that in our dry ingredients. And if I didn't say FY, this recipe makes 24 mini s'more cups. So yeah, this makes 24. But usually when I do make them, they come out a little bit more, so maybe around like 25, no, like around 30 maybe. It should probably make 27. It just depends, really. I don't know, it just depends. Then I'll need another half a teaspoon of salt, since I am using unsalted butter, which you don't have to. You can use salted. Just make sure you use 1/4 of a teaspoon. So once all the dry ingredients have been put into your bowl, you're gonna get a whisk and whisk all the ingredients together. Okay, so once you had whisked all the dry ingredients together, you're gonna put it to the side and start your wet ingredients. So in your wet ingredients, you're gonna get a mixing bowl. You don't really have to. If you have a hand mixer, you can use it, but I have like a standard mixer. So I'm gonna use that. And what you're gonna need in the bowl is a half a cup of butter, softened. Half a cup of butter is a stick pretty much. So you're gonna get your softened butter and put it into the mixer. Okay, so after you put the butter in, you're gonna do your sugars. It uses brown sugar and regular white sugar. So my white sugar, and you use 1/3 cup of white sugar. Let me make sure. Yeah, there. You use 1/3 cup of sugar, and then you use half a cup of butter. Half a cup of brown sugar. I still need to get a container for brown sugar. I don't know why I don't have one yet, but so far we're using regular sugar. Right out the pack. And honestly, I love brown sugar because how it just feels. It feels like it just feels like actual sugar, or like, I don't know, it just feels very nice to the touch, you know. And then when you put it in the cup and then you drop it in the bowl, it like stays in that position. So I think that's like really cool. So once you added those ingredients, you're going to put the mixer on. Or if you have your hand mixer, you're gonna mix it up pretty much. So yeah, I'm gonna get my mixer in front of me. You want to combine like the dries with this, you use the dough handle, but right now to mix this, I'm gonna just use the paddle. So I'm gonna do this like at about a medium speed, just so it can get everything incorporated and it should be nice and creamy. So yeah. Okay, so once it's done, it should be only like a couple minutes maybe. Not that much, long time. But it should have that nice creamy texture to it. Like it should be nice type of doughy type thing. And I really love how this looks and stuff. It just looks so good, really. So I like this part. So now what you're gonna do is add in the 1 egg and then a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So 1 large egg. And then one thing you should always do after touching an egg and cracking the egg, you should always wash your hands after. So that's a key thing. Wash your hands. Okay, so once you're done washing your hands, you're gonna get a teaspoon of vanilla extract, just any regular vanilla extract pretty much. I don't think there's really any difference. Pop that in there. And then you're gonna put it back with the paddle one and just mix it all together until it's creamy again. Like it's just a nice creamy texture. So this is what should it look like. It should be nice, well combined with it, everything. That's what it should look like. So once that has all been combined, I will take off the stuff off the paddle so you can make sure you get every single bit of that off. Okay, so once you took it pretty much all, majority off the paddle, you're gonna start adding your dry ingredients to the mix right here. So you're gonna get back your dry ingredients, just whisk it maybe one more time before you start. And you're just gonna pour it all in. When you make it, make sure you use the paddle, the U-shaped paddle with this, because it is a dough. And you're gonna start off with the low speed so then you won't have the dry ingredients fly in the air. So okay, so once you have pretty much got everything combined, that is it pretty much. And when I'm ready, pretty much in the next clip, pretty much we'll be putting it in to the, so this is what it looks like. Should have like that doughy type texture.
Consistency.
You can't even say that. Texture. And that's what it pretty much should look like. So when the next clip I'll pretty much show you, you'll need to put them in a mini muffin pan. So yeah, the next clip pretty much will show. Okay, as you guys see, this is the s'mores one. I put it in the bowl, and it's probably gonna be more or less. It's just I had made more batches. So, but what you're gonna need for this is you're gonna need a mini muffin pan, or is it cupcake pan? I don't know. It's just a mini pan. It's smaller than the other ones. And again, the cookie scooper because it's about the right size for these. And then I just use cooking spray for it and just spray it all on the sheet. And then I just wipe the top of it so it won't be too much cooking spray on top. Okay, Just gonna scoop it up. Press down on the top. And then plop them in there. Kind of press down a little bit so they're kind of flat. And then just do it all for 24. But this one has an exact, almost an exact. Sometimes you can get more, sometimes you can get less. But this usually goes for 24 count on these. So, and then you're gonna cook these for a good 8 minutes. They might not look done, but take them out because they still need to cool and stuff. And then once they come out, you're gonna let them sit for 20 minutes. And these are where the marshmallow parts come in, because once you take it out, you're gonna get a tablespoon and use this back part of it and just press into the cookie when it's done though. When it's done, you're gonna do that, take them out, do that, and then cut marshmallows, about the regular size marshmallows, like the regular ones, and you're gonna cut those in half. I'll show you, but you're gonna cut those in half. And then, so you're gonna need 12 marshmallows, cut them in half, and they'll make 24. And then you just put them on top, let them sit for 20 minutes, and then you can go ahead. And I used minis Hershey chocolates, so then they're smaller and they can just cover it fully instead of getting big ones and like they'd be too big. And then once after 20 minutes, you could put the chocolate right on top. And then you can either use the blowtorch type of thing or put it in your boiler in the oven part and use that. And what I do is I always be cautious because you never know. Like check every like minute or two with them in the boiler because they could burn if you don't wash them. So you just have to watch them and make sure they don't burn. So yeah, it's like when I did this the first couple times, I really didn't know that, and mine's pretty much got burned, so don't want that. Okay, as you see, they are all in the pan. This makes 24. We're gonna pop these in, like I said, in a 350 oven for 8 minutes. Okay, so as you see, they just came out the oven after 8 minutes, and you're just gonna get a tablespoon and use the back of it and just press down onto it. So yeah, that's that. Then you're gonna cut the marshmallows in halves. Okay, so I have marshmallows, and you use these size marshmallows, the normal size, and I like to use scissors so it'll be easier to cut. And you just cut in the horizontal way to where it comes out like this, and you're just gonna plop them on every single one. Pretty easy. And you could do this before, like when they're in the oven, so they'd be already prepared. So yeah, you do this for all of them. And this uses 12 marshmallows, and they become 24. These are all my 24. You're gonna let this sit, like I said, for 20 minutes, and then you should be good. Okay, but as I said earlier in the video, how I have an event project coming up to do this Saturday. I'm going to also make these awesome cake cookies. They're actually really simple to make. You just use regular cake boxes and then just add 2 ingredients to the mix. I think it's really easy and it's actually really good. They're actually really good. So you can make so many different kinds of flavors with them. You can make chocolate chip, birthday cake, just regular white like vanilla type. I think sneakerdoodle, the like lemon crinkle, I think that's what it's called. There's a whole bunch you can make, and I'll also probably put a link. It's on YouTube by I think Tasty, or is it Tasty? It's one of those. So like yeah. So right now I'm going to make the confetti one, the birthday cupcake one. So I'm reading off the thing. Pretty much for the birthday cake, you just need 2 eggs, a 1/3 cup of oil, and you can use chocolate chunks. I just really don't want to. I'm also going to put it in my standard mix, and I'm going to be using the dough mixer part. So you can go ahead and put it into the bowl. So for this one, you're gonna have to use a 1/3 cup of oil, like I said. Only 2 ingredients mainly, or it just needs a couple ingredients, but for this one it just needs 2. So a 1/3 cup, sorry, a 1/3 cup of oil. And for this you'll need 2 eggs. And one thing I actually did learn, I don't know if it was just me because of me, but usually you're supposed to crack on the actual table, like the flat surface of it, and not the edge, because then, I don't know, it's like a better way for it. So that's what I learned. Okay. So now you can put it into your mixer and use your dough one and just mix. That's all it really is. Pretty simple. It should have a dough-like texture because of course it is cookie dough. So this is what it should look like. I'm gonna go ahead and store this, and then we're gonna do the regular white cake mix one. And it's pretty much the same 1/3 cup of oil, two eggs, and then that's it. So we'll get that. Okay, so like I said, for the white mix, it's the same thing. You're gonna use a 1/3 cup of oil, 2 eggs, and that's it. You're gonna mix and boom, you're done. That's how I love how these cookies, they're so easy pretty much, and like anyone should be able to do it. It's like making a regular cake mix. The only thing you're just not adding is water pretty much. So that's what I do like about these. Nice and simple. So yeah, and they're actually really delicious. So and then we're gonna go ahead and add our eggs. Wow. Not like you didn't see that happen. So one time messing up. Wash our hands. So now, like last time, you're going to mix it all together pretty much. Okay, so once it has been fully incorporated, it's done pretty much. And as I said, for the s'mores one, you'll see me in a different outfit, cooking them and everything. So that's all it really is. You just put it in the oven. So yeah, same thing how it was for the birthday cake one. Same texture, doughy texture. So now it's good to store it. It's easy, it's good to store for a couple days. If you want to put it in a freezer, maybe a week for it to be good. So yeah, put that in the storage, Ziploc bag, seal it. Okay, so our next one is chocolate chip. This was another pretty simple one, but this time instead of using white cake mix like how the last one uses, this is yellow cake mix. So that's the difference. So you're gonna go ahead, put it into the mixing bowl, and I believe it uses a little different. It uses, oh no, it's the same. It uses a 1/3 cup of oil. So you're gonna use a 1/3 cup of oil. And then you're gonna also use 2 eggs. And wash your hands. Okay, so once you have everything in here, you're gonna again put it into the mixer and let it all combine. So once has everything been incorporated, same thing as the last one, the dough of it. It's just this time it's yellow since it is yellow cake mix. And then the thing is, to make a chocolate chip, of course, you need the chocolate chip part. You can go ahead and move it out the way. On the recipe, it says you need 3/4 cups of chocolate chips. You can add how much ever chocolate chips you really want. I kind of might do 1/2 cup, maybe after seeing how much of it with the dough is. It depends how you like it. So we'll start off with 1/2 cup. And then this time you don't use the mixer, because if you use the mixer, you're gonna like rip up the chocolate chip parts. So you're just gonna like fold it in with like a paddle and just mix it all together. And as you can see, it might have not been enough chocolate chips, so maybe, yeah, we can use 3/4 of a cup if you want. I might add another 1/4 of a cup in. So yeah, pretty much that is it. That's all it was. It used 3 ingredients just to make this nice simple dough. And you can get the cakes mix pretty much at any grocery store for not that much. I know at Walmart, the cake boxes are like 88 cents pretty much. So yeah, not bad. Okay, so like how we did the rest, we just put them in a store bag. And yeah, that is pretty much it. In the next clip, I'll pretty much show you how to cook them and stuff. So yeah, I'll see you then. Okay guys, as you can tell, I'm in a different outfit, and today we are going to be putting the cookie doughs in the oven and the s'more cups in the oven. So what you need is to preheat your oven to 350. Mine's already preheated to 350, 108 Celsius. And these will be cooking for 10 to 12 minutes in the oven. And I use a cookie scooper to dig them out so they can be perfect size, but you don't have to. You could just easily grab it with your hands or use a tablespoon, pretty much whatever. So yeah, that's the pretty simple thing of it. It's pretty simple after that. Also, I forgot, what you need is parchment paper. If you want, that's optional. I just like to use it, but you could just use your cooking sheet, your cookie sheet, and then just spray some cooking spray on it. If it's non-stick, you don't need to, but I like to just use parchment paper because it's nice and peel off and everything. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna be doing. So yeah, I'll get you a better view of it. Okay, as you can see, I already have my parchment paper already cut out to the size of the cooking sheet, and I have my scooper already, and that's it. And you just let them fall out. You scoop the cookie dough and just put it in. About a good inch between each one, it should be good enough. And as I said, I'm not for sure, but these would probably make a good 20 to 30 cookies. It depends how big you make them, and yeah, just pretty much with the size you make of them. But I know when I first tried this recipe, it probably gave me a good 23, 24. So it just honestly depends on what you use maybe. And on this cookie sheet, it should give me about 20. That's how I estimated, because like on my first try, I used this cooking sheet and I had 20, and then I had a little bit dough left. But since I really can't estimate right now, since I have multiple batches, that's my estimate guess. So yeah. Okay, so as I finish, I got a good 20 onto it. And as I said, a good 10 to 12 minutes should be good. I just like to put it on for a good 10 minutes and see where the cookies are at. And they should get a light brown at the bottom of the cookie. So that is it. We're gonna put them in the oven and just go for the next one. Okay, so now as you see, we have the white cake mix, and we pretty much are going to do the exact same thing as we did the birthday cake one. You get the cookie scooper, scoop it up, and boom, that's all it is. Okay, so as you see, they are all done and placed, and like we did for the birthday cake, we're just gonna pop them into the oven. Okay, and as you see, for our last ones we have, this is the chocolate chip one. So like we did with the other cookies, the exact same thing. Just cookie scooper. As you see, these are all chocolate chip cookies. I have finished laying them out. Same thing as the birthday cake in white. So you're gonna put them in the oven for 350, 10-12 minutes. Okay guys, so as you notice, I am wearing a different outfit, and as it was supposed to be, my next clip is showing you the final look of it, and it didn't kind of go as expected. It's because what I was making all this stuff for, I did not have enough time to show you guys because I had to hurry up and make all the stuff, so I couldn't get to show you. Well, I took probably a couple pictures, but that's about it when I was at the actual place. So I'm sorry about that. Maybe in the future I'll show you better looking ones of the s'mores and cookies, but I didn't have enough time. They were already packaged, so I couldn't really show you guys because I had to hurry up and get that done. I was on a slow timing type of thing, like I had to hurry up and get it done to prep everything. So yeah, I took probably a couple pictures of the s'more cups I tried, and then probably did the cookie packaging. But my thing, if you wanted to know, went actually really good. Really excited. I can't wait to do more in the future. So if you don't know, kind of making to this is my own cake business type. So yeah, hopefully I'll put my cake decorating thing in the description below. It's called Kayla Cakes and More. So yeah, if you want to check that out, to follow. So yeah, that is kind of it. I just wanted to show you guys how to make s'more cups and cake cookies. They came out really good. Just want to let you guys know that again. Sorry about why I didn't show you guys the final product, but next time I'll do better. So yeah, just wanted to say that, guys. Hope you liked the video. Maybe try the recipes yourselves, and if they come out good, and I'll be hopefully doing more of these in the future. Maybe some type of Halloween themed cake or something like that. I'll probably do that. And I heard and I'll maybe do in the future a room tour. If you couldn't tell, I have a kind of different background because I kind of moved my room around a little bit just recently. So if you want to show you a closet tour or room tour, even though my room is not that big, I can still show you what it looks like, kind of. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I really do hopefully you enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and share. And once you subscribe, hit the bell button so you be notified every time I post. So yeah, that is it, guys. I'll see you in the next one.